We're going to take to the air now. After months of sky-high airfares, it looks like we're finally catching a break. Prices are expected to drop now that summer's coming to a close and kids are heading back to school. And joining us in the studio this morning, Travelzoo senior editor Gabe Saglie. Gabe, good morning. Nice to see you in person this time around.
Thank you.
So let's get right to it. How much of the fares are actually expected to drop as we hit this season, the shoulder season?
Yeah, it's a shoulder season. You know, post-pandemic, we're getting some of these more dependable rhythms in the travel space returning. And yeah, kids are back to school, less of this remote working and learning out there. So now we're seeing these trends return. Yeah, seasonality is back, which means that we saw summer pricing peak, May, June, July. Average round-trip domestic airfares above 400. Right. As we head towards September, they should bottom out just under 300. So about a 25% drop on domestic airfares. So for folks who've been tracking these fares and looking to do some domestic traveling, I think you'll notice a pretty significant drop-off. September is your golden window of opportunity. After that, prices will go back up as we head toward the holiday season. So if you've been holding out, September is going to be that opportunity to really snag some deals.
Right, you snag the deals in September, you can travel beyond September to lock in those prices. So what are we looking at for the holidays? Does it look a little more optimistic if we do it now?
Well, a couple of things have been happening. The airlines learned a pretty big lesson during the summer season. They've already preemptively slashed, in some cases, tens of thousands of flights all the way through the November season, just to get better prepared to deal with the inevitable onslaught of people traveling as we head toward the holiday season. I haven't seen any flights slashed in December particularly, but that may happen as, again, airlines try to make sure that they're not overwhelmed by that demand that inevitably will come back for the holiday season.
So which destinations in particular do you expect to see a more dramatic price drop compared to others?
Well, Europe is going to be probably, for a lot of folks who've been looking at Europe as their favorite international destination. You know, we saw airfare to Europe average about 1,400 round trip out of the U.S. over the summer season, so that's going to be a pretty noticeable drop. And also now, for the first time in 20 years, we're seeing the euro and the dollar on parity, 1 to 1. That's making things like your hotel costs, that cappuccino, just seem that much more affordable. And I think a lot of kid-friendly destinations, you know, theme park meccas like Orlando, Southern California, they'll become a little bit easier to afford as well. And beach destinations, which are super hot this summer, from Florida to California to Hawaii, again, airfare there is softening up a little bit over the next few weeks.
So general tips as to where folks should look for these little bargains, these extra special deals, if you will, if they do exist.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing, again, that dependable rhythm return that we knew pre-pandemic, and that is low demand days of the week. Tuesday and Saturday will usually generate some better fares. So instead of flying out on a Monday like all the business folks, Tuesday you should generate some better value for you. And again, Saturday instead of Friday, you're not fighting with that leisure crowd getting away for the weekend. Again, you'll see some better fares. And now we're seeing that Tuesday, in fact, this morning is when airlines are in fact putting out some of their 24, 48-hour sales. So Alaska, United, JetBlue, they're using Tuesday mornings now as they would have traditionally pre-COVID to release some of their last-minute sales. So folks are starting to sit in front of their computer a little bit more.
So I should get on my phone right now?
Yeah, we should probably do that right now, as a matter of fact.
Let's take care of business right now. What are some of the best package deals that Travelzoo is offering that you're seeing?
Okay, and by the way, package deals, look at those. A lot of these packages we're seeing in market now feature airfare that was negotiated before the recent price hike. So you're seeing packages now that beat air-only pricing.
Wow.
A couple of examples for you. We've got a package that we published this week in our top 20 to Mexico, priced at $699. Airfare out of New York, 3 nights at the brand new Hilton Tulum. Riviera Maya. This is their hotel that opened up in May, so brand new property here. And again, all-inclusive for $699. In Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, the place they call the Royalton Punta Cana.
Beautiful.
Airfare out of New York, 3 nights there, all-inclusive, $619. So again, these air-inclusive packages sometimes will beat your airfare pricing.
Quick question with fuel prices going down. When will you actually see the impact on prices on airlines, or will we? Because I know there's this huge lag.
Yeah.
They go up fast, but they come down slower.
They come down slower. And keep in mind, jet fuel cost accounts for about 40 to 50% of the airfare that you're paying.
Right.
So it does make a difference. We're seeing that impact now. I think as we head towards September, October, and we start to generate some more aggressive sales and incentives from the airlines, we'll see that probably takes a pretty immediate effect. But as soon as demand, it's really demand at the end of the day that's going to drive prices back up. I think we'll see that as early to mid-October. So whatever you see in September, odds are those prices will not come down. So whether it's for the holidays, whether it's for the winter season, September is going to be that little magic window. Whether it's jet fuel, whether it's demand, that's the time to buy it.
You heard it here. Gabe, thanks so much for that important information. If you're traveling, September's the time, right?
That's it.
All right. You can learn more about these destinations and find other deals by visiting Travelzoo.com. Gabe Saglie, thanks again for joining us this morning. All right, coming up after the break, good first impressions make a big difference. Lifestyle expert Kathy Boucher is helping you save big for your back-to-school essentials. And from the music platforms to the big screen, one artist is singing his way into the film industry for a special motion picture. That's OG's going to have that story coming up in entertainment headlines. And finally, heading out to the break, we'll be right back.
One more time before I go. Higher powers taking hold.